again with another video. I'm tired. So I feel like upload. I wanted to upload this last week, but the spring break, you know, I was very lazy. You know, something I was in. But as the title says, you know, my transition between the HBCU to the PWI. For those that don't know what that is, an HBCU is a historically black college and universities, and the PWI is a predominantly white institution. I feel like I'm too high. Okay. Number 1, location. My HBCU was in Alabama. I went to the illustrious Mother Tuskegee, the Tuskegee University. It was in the middle of nowhere. Like, not in the middle of nowhere, but we didn't have nothing in that city. They need to find some stuff to be in that city. But I mean, I loved it. It was okay. It wasn't really no restaurants to go to. If you got hungry, you have to drive 20 minutes to Auburn, and that's if you had a car, you know. If not, you can Uber Eats from someone that's on campus, because Uber don't come to Tuskegee University, or probably not even Tuskegee, because there's nothing in there out there, you know. But you know, late night, only thing that's open all night, McDonald's, favorite place. But I mean, occasion-wise, it was very boom. You couldn't do nothing, couldn't go nowhere. It was but it was alright. School I go to now is the nice Northern Illinois, and being in DeKalb, it's a lot of variety of everything here. I go down the street, it's like 10 different food places. It's a gas station. It's this, it's that. Like, it's just, to me, I believe PWIs are more in the middle of like big cities, you know, that they make them college towns. But HBCUs, I feel like a lot of them aren't. They're in the middle of like, you know, nice cities, but it's not the way a PWI is. PWIs are in the middle of like college towns, and they have a lot of access to everything. I'm not saying, you know, all HBCUs are the same. Some, you know, they got a Walmart down the street. Tuskegee did not. We had to drive 20 minutes to Auburn. But yeah. 2, the classes. The classes at my HBCU they were interesting. Now, mind you, my first semester I did have like 2 classes I had no teacher for. One teacher, they decided to just randomly up and quit. Another teacher, they didn't even tell us that we didn't have a teacher. I went to class at 8 a.m. to come right back to my room 20 minutes later. I couldn't sleep. I could have been like this, just like this. So, tired, sleep. Claire had no class like 11. But classes, they were really fun, because it was just like the teachers engaged you. They didn't just teach, like they made connections to everything. They made connections to you. They try to make sure you can understand it. But they did make connections to outside things and stuff that we would, you know, understand, and not just read verbatim off a PowerPoint. Now, I did have a really big lecture class with about 100 people in it. I was an animal science major. That that class gradually got small like that because people just couldn't do the work, or they just didn't feel the need to have to come to class and things like that. That's on you. You paying to go to that class and learn, you feel me? I pay for you to go. You pay for you to go. But yeah, it's basically, it was a nice class-wise experience. Classes were small, so you know, it was easy to get one-on-one attention from the teachers. They basically had a basic understanding of everything. Easy way to get your question answered in class. I'll get to outside of class later. But at a PWI, from my experience. Now I'm not saying this is everybody. I do have friends that do go to attend PWI, so this is from my experience. Class-wise, the teachers just read from the PowerPoint. If you don't understand it, you know, I mean, yeah, they do have a lot of like tutoring sessions and stuff like that, but I really just come back to my room and teach myself, because I go to class just to watch you read off the PowerPoint, and then I'm just supposed to take notes, you know. But I need like a reason to want to learn this, especially if it's a gen ed. I hate them. I can't stress this enough. They need the electric chair, period. Anyways, but class-wise, like, my classes aren't really small. I have a gen ed that has like 75 people in it. I mean, okay, granted, I do have a lecture that has over 100 people in it, but I just feel like 75 people in it, you can't really get that connection to a teacher unless you go to the office hours and after class and try to email them. But they try to fill up, make sure a whole 75 students have an understanding of the same topic. And I don't think that's fair, you know, to everybody. But yeah. Number 3. The staff, faculty, teachers, all them peoples, you know, that whole group right there. HBCU, they are, staff there, it's more friendly, you know. You make friends with you make friends with the people that worked in the dining halls. Like, that's how it was. It's just, you knew everybody by name. You can go to little restaurants on campus, get some food for free, because you just cool with the people there, you know. But they were, I'm not gonna say lenient. Now they do have some downs about their staff people. I had a broken blind from day one. Called maintenance. Okay, we'll come get it. Never came. Emailed them. Got you. Never came. I even got an email saying that the job was completed. I don't remember anybody coming to my door saying, "You blind? Your blind needs fixing?" No? Oh, okay. None of that happened. Maintenance was terrible. I did have a lot of problems living in the dorm building I did. But, I mean, nah, it wasn't I wanted to leave that dorm so bad. It was another problem every other month. And then no one wanted to fix it. Teachers, staff, and faculty there, they also did have a thing with, you know, not updating you. Like, you had to know someone that knew everything, you know. You have to have someone for each thing you needed to know. If it was that we ain't got classes on a certain day, because sometimes teachers will cancel class and wait till the time class starts to send that email out to say class is canceled. Mind you, they do that at PWIs too. But teachers and staff and stuff, they did try to be there. They became more of your friend than they were an authoritative person, depending on your classes. Some classes, people hated the teachers. Some people liked the cafeteria staff. Some people didn't. Some people liked their dorm, the dorm heads. I don't know, and their RAs and stuff. Some people didn't. And yeah, at a PWI, everybody's here to help you. They push you. Not push you, but they're here so you can, be successful. Now, yes, they do read verbatim from a PowerPoint, from my experience so far. Only my first semester here. But they do help you. They have a lot of, what's that called? I don't know. But they do help you a lot. They know people have problems, they have struggles, they have kids. There was a teacher, she said, bring your kids to class. I don't care. If you can't make it to class, I don't care. I just feel like being here, it's more, like I have more of like a shoulder to lean on type thing than being at HBCU. Being at HBCU, you miss class, you gotta have the best reason to miss class. Being here, I can be under the weather, and I live in the north. It snows, it's cold. If I'm not walking outside in that cold, they will understand, because they didn't even want to, but they know they gotta get that check, you feel me? But I haven't really anything to do with maintenance or any IT problems or anything like that, but they're really good. Like, you call any office that you need, they do answer. They try to help you fix your problem as soon as possible. At HBCU, you'd be lucky to get to any office that you needed. Being at HBCU is, you feel like you have to be more independent than you do at a PWI. They don't hold your hand, but it's more, you're more available to more things here. Like, you have access to help compared to the HBCU experience I had. Number 4. Tick, 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 tick. So, the community. Being at HBCU, it makes you feel like you have a big old family. I'm pretty sure freshmen, sophomore, juniors, and seniors knew everybody. We all knew each other. Mind you, colleges have like thousands of students. The fact that the whole freshman class will know each other, hang out together, know all the seniors' names, know all the juniors' names, know the sophomores' names, and they be lit. Like, it just felt like it was home. Maybe I was told that maybe it was because it was Southern hospitality. It was different because, people in the South are nice. They open their arms to you, You may not be a hugger, but they will hug you. Don't touch me, but they will hug you. And it's like, to me, it felt like a home away from home, It wasn't a reason that I got homesick. I mean, some people did get homesick, but I personally didn't. Because I just felt like, I do have access down here. I had friends that lived in Atlanta or somewhere in Alabama and then their families open up their homes to me as if I was their own child. So it was a plus to it. Yeah. Being at a PWI, I just feel like here, maybe because Northerners suck. We're mean. Like, we're really mean. It's just everybody is to themselves in a way. Like, I'll walk in my dorm or just walk outside. Mind you, I am antisocial a little bit. Just a little bit. But it's just like, it was one person in my dorm, in my little area, other than my roommate, that has approached me because they knew I was new. And wanted to be my acquaintance or whatever. I've been here for almost 3 whole months now. And that's it. But everybody here just really stays to themselves. They don't bother people. Mind you, that is good, but it's just like, you know, if I see a random person on the street and they need help, am I the only one that thinks, oh, maybe I should help them? Or would it be like, you know, a flock of people like, oh, maybe they need help too, but let's all help, blah, 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 blah. Like the adults and stuff here, like there's a church that's near one of my classes. They always like, maybe every other week they give out free lunches, which I think is cool, even though if you have an ID, you get free lunches, because you can go to the diner and get a free lunch, but it's not my business. But I mean, I think that's a really cool idea, because there are people that are commuters and don't have a dining hall plan and stuff like that. But like student-wise, yeah, that's another thing I mean. I like Southern hospitality. I need it back. Number 5. The benefits and disadvantages. Benefits of going to HBCU, for me, it was more, I was surrounded by people like me, you know? People that understood how some people grow up, some people I don't know what I'm saying. What am I saying? Okay. Benefits of HBCU. I went to school with people like me. So, you know, that, yeah, of course, it's an advantage, you know? And then there are, like, cultural advantages. Me going to school out of state, I met a lot of people from everywhere. From California to New York, to Washington, to Georgia, to Louisiana, all of that. So it was like, it was more of a cultural experience in a way. Like, I learned how people, their slang words, different accents, the argument of pop and soda. It's pop. But it's the different people, how they eat food, how they grew up. It was more of an awakening to things, you know? The disadvantages, it was a lot. I was far from home. I was 12 hours away. So I know, like, a lot of people, they were able to go home and go do things and stuff like that. For Thanksgiving break, like my freshman year, I stayed on campus, because I wasn't gonna pay $200 to go home to come right back 2 weeks later. That was ridiculous. So there are disadvantages of going to school far away. In most HBCUs, unless you live in, you know, somewhere like in a southern state, you're gonna be far from home. Unless you live like an hour or so away. But they do have clubs though, for like your state, city, whatever you want to call it. I was in the Illinois club, and they did try to like get a shuttle bus together for people to go home for the breaks, so that, you know, they wouldn't have to be away from their family. PWIs, benefits. I see a lot of benefits here. I live in a suite, so this room, this is only one bed. It's not another bed in here, because I have a door to my own room, basically. I don't ever see my roommate if I don't want to. So it's just like, that's you get your own personal space being here instead of having to live with someone else. The dining hall, I get unlimited everything. At Tuskegee, you get like 3 swipes a day. Here, I get 1,000 swipes a day. So you can't stop me, you know, from eating. Then there is the walking distances from classes, you know. I walk about 30 minutes to class. The buses. Like, there are buses. There's buses, they have, you know, like a regular bus. Like, they have little names where they go, how the order they go in, and stuff like that. At Tuskegee, you'd be lucky to catch a shuttle. And on weekends, you gotta call them to take you somewhere. Like, I used to, me and my assignment, I have to go to the farm a lot. They didn't go to the farm unless you asked them to. And sometimes they'll answer, sometimes they won't. Sometimes they tell you they're not supposed to do that, but they are. They are. But you get like, it's more, because even the apartments that's off campus, they go there as commuters, so in case you know, not everybody is able to get a car. So you do have ways for you to get to and from places. You even got a shuttle bus to go to Walmart. You can go Walmart, Chipotle, Starbucks, all that. So you gotta walk everywhere you gotta go, you know? That's a benefit. The disadvantages for being here, this really made me like the community to me. It's just no one engages each other. Like no one we just all exist here. We don't exist together. We exist separately. But yeah. Now this video is not to bash HBCUs or African Americans that go to PWIs. It is just to basically inform people of my experience, you know? I'm just giving my own opinion of how I felt and how it was to transition here. It wasn't that much of a hard transition since I am from the North and I am from this state. And yeah, that's about it. Thumbs up if you liked it. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good things. Bye.